Hello everyone, in the previous class we learned about intrastellar secondary growth. That is, secondary growth occurs inside the steel. Today we will learn about extrastellar secondary growth. That means the secondary growth occurs outside the steel. Coming to extrastellar secondary growth. As secondary growth occurs in the steel, secondary xylem and secondary phloem are formed. Due to that, pressure is exerted on the epidermis. This is epidermis and this is steel. Are you understand? Here, due to the formation of secondary xylem and secondary phloem, a pressure is created on the epidermis so that the epidermis will be ruptured. In the meanwhile, a secondary protective layer is formed in the cortex region. It is formed from inner or middle cortical layers, which is called periderm. A secondary protective layer, periderm, is formed from cortex. Secondary growth begins with the appearance of meristematic layer in the cortex. This meristematic layer is called cork cambium. Cork cambium, otherwise it is also called phellogen. Phellogen or cork cambium. This cork cambium is developed from inner cortical cells or middle cortical cells. I understand. Then after formation of cork cambium, for suppose this is epidermis. This is epidermis. Below the epidermis, cortex is present. This is cuticle. Right? Below the epidermis, cortex is present. In the cortex, from the middle cortical cells or inner cortical cells differentiated to form cork cambium. This is cork cambium. Cork cambium. These cork cambium cells divides periclinally to form cells on both sides. Cells on both sides. The cells which are produced outer side are called cork or phellum. It is called cork or phellum. The cork cells are cuboid in shape. They are cuboid or rectangular in shape. Okay. The cells which are produced inner side cambium are called secondary cortex. Secondary cortex. Okay, I understand. Once again I am repeating. During the secondary growth in the cortex, a meristematic layer is formed that is called cork cambium or phellogen. Cork cambium or phellogen. The cork cambial cells cuts off to produce cells on either side. The cells which are producing outer side are called cork or phellum. The cells which are produced on inner side are called secondary cortex. Secondary cortex or phelloderm. Phelloderm. These three together called periderm. Cork, cork cambium and secondary cortex together called periderm. Periderm. Here the cells which are present in cork or phellum are cuboid in shape. That means rectangular in shape, and they are thick-walled cells. They are closely arranged without intercellular spaces. Their walls are thick and suberized. That means suberin is present in their walls. I am writing here. First one is cork. In the cork, how the cells are arranged? They are closely arranged. They are closely arranged and cell walls are suberized. Cell walls are suberized, and in some plants the cork cells without suberin. That means they do not have suberin in their walls. Those are called phelloids. Those cells are called phelloids. This point will be asked in entrance exams. Are you understand? Next, due to the presence of suberin in the cork cells, they are impermeable. They are impermeable to water and gases. Impermeable to water and gases. This cork is compressible and which is used as thermal insulator. That means it has thermal insulating qualities or characters. The high quality of cork is obtained from quercus, that is oak plant or oak tree, that is Quercus suber, which is commercially used in manufacture of bottle stoppers. Next, coming to inner cells, that is secondary cortical cells. Here the cells are loosely arranged. Cells are loosely arranged with intercellular spaces, and they are living cells. The cells are living cells. They contain protoplast. Protoplast is present in the cells, and a conspicuous nucleus is also present. A conspicuous nucleus is also found in these cells. Are you understand? Next, they also contain chloroplast, so that this tissue is concerned with assimilation. They are involved in photosynthesis and they are involved in synthesis of food materials. This is about cork and cork cambium and secondary cortex. Okay, few more points I want to discuss here, that is formation of lenticels and bark. As the secondary growth occurs in the cortex, the cork is formed in the cortical region, that is present below the epidermis. It is impermeable to gases and water, so that gaseous exchange not occur in the secondary cortex, so that the secondary cortex will be affected. That's why some bulged and lens-shaped cells or lens-shaped structures are formed in the cork region. They are formed in the cork region. They are called lenticels. Those structures are called lenticels. Once again I am repeating, cork is impermeable to water and gases, so that gaseous exchange and transpiration is not occur in secondary cortex or phylloderm. That's why secondary cortex will be affected, so that some of the bulged structures, lens-shaped structures are formed in the cortex region. Those structures are called lenticels. These lenticels have a mass of loosely arranged cells. And they contain thin walls. They are parenchymatous. They are living cells, and these cells are called complementary cells. These structures are, that means the lenticels are useful in gaseous exchange of gases, and they are also useful in transpiration. This is about lenticels. Along with that, bark is also formed on the epidermis due to the formation of cork. I will explain here. In the cortex region, cork is formed. This is impermeable to water and gases. so that transportation of water is cut off to the cells which are present outside the cork. Here it is cork. Outside the cork some cells are present, but there is no transportation to the outer cells. These outer cells are peeled off as strips. They are peeled off as small strips. That is called bark. It is called bark. This bark is also two types. I am writing here the bark. The bark is also two types. Ring bark, and second type is scaly bark. Scaly bark. Here ring bark means the outer cells are peeled off as thin strips. They are peeled off as thin strips. That is called ring bark. Example, cerium. I understand. Next, scaly bark. The cells which are present outside the cork are peeled off as small strips. Example, tamarindus and mangifera. Tamarindus and mangifera are examples for scaly bark. For ring bark, example is cerium. The bark of Cinnamomum zeylanicum is used as condiment in foodstuffs. This is about extrastellar secondary growth. In the next class, I will come with another topic. Thank you.